Iran's Revolutionary Guards are warning the U.S. and Israel that Iran will decide when the war ends. This morning, Iran said it launched new attacks against Persian Gulf countries and Israel. Chief correspondent Matt Gutman is in Tel Aviv. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Nate. This is a war that has been fought with missiles and bombs, but right now there's something else being lobbed across the Persian Gulf. Threats. Iran, as you just mentioned, threatening to shut down shipping lanes in the Gulf. President Trump threatening fire and fury if they do.
Iran vowing this morning that if the war continues, it will not allow a liter of oil through the Persian Gulf choke point of the Straits of Hormuz.
If Iran does anything to do that, they'll get hit at a much, much harder level.
That as the U.S. stepped up attacks on Iran's missile launchers. In Tehran, regime-affiliated fuel depots are still smoldering after an attack over the weekend. Fuel leaked into the sewer system and ignited. The Red Crescent saying at least 1,300 Iranians have been killed, as opponents of the regime were heard screaming "Death to Mujtaba" from the rooftops in reference to just selected new supreme leader, the son of the former leader.
I was disappointed because we think it's going to lead to just more of the same problem for the country.
President Trump announcing the U.S. has decimated Iran's missile capacity.
We're at over 90% decline in the Iranian missile launchers, which is very hard to reproduce and very hard to get.
But Iran hasn't decreased its attacks on its neighbors in the Persian Gulf. Qatar says it intercepted 17 Iranian ballistic missile attacks on Monday alone, multiple drone attacks on oil-rich Bahrain, a main oil refinery there, burning for 2 days now. After spending the first week of the war hunting Iran's missile launchers, Israel now says it's broadening its targets.
You're taking out the launchers, but we also know that Iran has a very advanced production and manufacturing capacity in terms of rebuilding.
We're operating heavily
That's what you're
against
going
that.
after
We're
right
going
now.
after their production side. We want to make sure that we're not just taking out their missiles and missile launchers. We're also taking out their capability to reproduce them. You want to take the production skills more than you want to take the missiles.
And after that press conference last night, we're beginning to see President Trump's disposition on regime change in Iran crystallize around something you could call the Venezuelization of Iran, basically taking out the regime leadership, with the White House trying to work with whatever practical officials are left. Nate, sorry, back to you, Vlad.
Yeah, no problem, Matt. Thank you very much for reporting from Israel. We appreciate it.